Good evening, everyone. My name is Joe Carter. This is Leandra White, and we would like to welcome you this afternoon to celebration of tutors and students, celebration and dedication of the Project Readers Van. And one thing we know, we all have something in common, two things in common this evening. One of them is San Francisco, and we are used to the wind. So we're not going to let the wind stop us this evening. And being here, we have tutoring people. We have a love for one another. This shows that mankind really reaches out to one another and helps one another. There's that love there that keeps us going. You know, I've been with, I forgot to introduce Leandra White here.
How you doing?
But I've been with Project Read about 2 years, and I enjoy it. I really get some joy out of helping someone that's in need my assistance. I'm quite sure other tutors get joy out of it also. And I've been working with Lee here for about 8 months, pretty close to a year, and we have a pretty good relationship going. And it's just wonderful here. And again, we want to welcome you all and sit back and relax and enjoy yourself until food time. And now it's Lee Andrews.
How you doing? First of all, I want to thank Mr. Joe Carter for taking out his time to help me through this. You know, when I first come here, you know, I wanted to, freshen up on my reading a little bit. So I didn't know which way to go. So I was watching TV one day, so I seen Project Read come across TV, and I got the number and I called, and they told me to come down. So I come down. We went through this orientation, and I watched. We watched the film and stuff, and I said, well, I need to go back to school to freshen up on my reading because where I'm working at, I need to be able to read the product that I'm using, because I don't want to, use the wrong products. And we have, kids out there where we work at, and I want to be able to, make sure that I do the right thing for them, make it safer for them. But since I've been with Project Read, I've, really accomplished a lot, and I want to thank Joe Carter for helping me through this, taking out his spare time and stuff.
I want to thank Leandra for those remarks. And I got ahead of myself there. We'd like to thank Project Read office staff and library staff for putting this affair on. Let's give them a big hand, see. And now our next speaker will be Ken Dowling, our city librarian. Let's give Ken Dowling a hand. Come on.
Good evening and welcome. This literacy van, the first one in California, maybe the country, maybe in the world, we don't know for sure, but is a real typical of Anna and her staff and how hard they work to bring the Project Read program to the community. And so I commend them for it. And in fact, Project Read, I think, illustrates more than anything else two of the golden rules anyway. The first golden rule is the good Lord helps those who help themselves. And Anna is out there looking for any money she can get from the state or the federal or corporations to keep growing her program. And she does a marvelous job. But I also know that those of you who are students made that very critical decision to help yourself and to get into the program. And so that, I think, is commendable, and you should keep working really hard and feel really good about what you're accomplishing. The second golden rule, which Project Read typifies, is that the only greater thing than helping yourself is helping others. And the tutors in the program are so wonderful to work consistently, patiently, to learn how to instruct, how to work with people, and their commitment is what makes us really succeed. So the library and Project Read and all of you, we know to help ourselves, but we also know to help others. And so we're really excited about another first for the San Francisco Library to show the rest of the world how to do things well. So enjoy this evening, and I can hardly wait to get the box open, the present open. So enjoy. Thank you very much.
We'd like to thank Ken for coming up and saying a few words to us this evening. And our next guest will be the Distinguished Awards, Service Awards. The volunteer manager will be Anna Differin, and Support Service Award will be Lou John Thompson. Let's give them a hand to come up.
Welcome everybody, I'm Amy, and I'm pleased to have this opportunity to thank our volunteer tutors who are so generous with their time, skill, and creativity. Without them, Project READ wouldn't be able to assist the hundreds of adults in San Francisco that we serve each year in reaching their goal of becoming better readers and writers. I'm personally grateful for those tutors who have persevered through long waiting periods and several matches. The enthusiasm and dedication of all of our volunteers is remarkable and much appreciated. At this time, I want to acknowledge 9 volunteers who have earned Distinguished Service Awards for their contribution to Project READ. The following tutors are being recognized for 5 years of service to the program. So as I call your name, if you would please come up to accept your award. Sue Ballinger, Philip Connor, Rick Dom, Druzy Demopoulos, Sister Bernadette Giles, Haris Lopez, Rory McDonough, and Susan Thadani. Congratulations. We are also fortunate to have a volunteer who was unable to attend tonight but deserves to be recognized for 10 whole years of service to the program, and her name is Jane Wilsey. I'd like to give her an absentee round of applause. Please give all of our volunteers a hearty thanks for everything that they contribute to the program as you mingle this evening at the reception. And now I'll hand it over to Luan, who has special awards for our students.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge all of the students who put so much effort into coming to us to get help with their reading and writing, and we really appreciate your efforts and your being here. Today, however, we want to honor those people who have gone an extra mile in terms of taking those skills back into the community. One person who could not be here today is Elsie Banderas. She is mother of 7, and I think that's a feat in and of itself. But she has been able to take her skills back into the kids' school, where she not only volunteers in the classroom, but she's been an advocate who has gone out to community meetings for the school and advocating for better education for not only her child or her children, but also the other children in the classroom. So we want to say thank you to Elsie for doing that. The second person, however, is here, and his name is Leon Veal. Leon has been able to not only be a spokesperson for Project READ, but he has also become a book buddy. And for those of you who do not know what a book buddy is, that means that Leon went through a special training so that he could go into hospitals and read to children who are hospitalized. And we think that's very, very wonderful. We've also recently hired Leon as an outreach worker because he has been such a spokesperson for Project READ. And so at this time, I'd like to bring Leon to the stage. This award says, Distinguished Service Award. We appreciate Leon Veal for contributing to the community through the gift of literacy.
You know, all day I wrestled about accepting this because this award really belonged to Project READ and the people at Project READ, because they're the ones who taught me not just how to learn again, but they taught me compassion, love, and unconditionally giving by being around them. When I first came to them, that's what they displayed to me. And as we know, that's catchy. And I feel very fortunate to be a part of an organization like this. Not saying I was a selfish person, but it has turned me into a more responsible, more giving, and a more loving person. And the more I'm around them, the more I want to give and the more I want to be a part. And I think it's little actions like this that will make our world a better place. So I'd like to thank Project Read, and I think this award really belongs to them because I'm just a product of what they can accomplish with students.
Again, I would like to ask you to give all of our students a round of applause. We really appreciate everyone. Thank you.
We'd like to thank Annie and Luann for that, those presentations. And next on our program will be the literacy event presentation by Anna Linder, Project Read Director. Give her a hand to come up.
Hello. Well, I'm going to hold you in suspense for 2 more minutes because I'd like to introduce Supervisor Yaki, who would like to say a few words. So, 2 more minutes. The wind just
That was the wind providing me with the drum roll. I just want to thank Anna Linder for all the great work and all the tutors for the wonderful work you do, and for the library for supporting this wonderful organization. Because what you're doing in going out there and reaching people who want to improve their reading skills, who want to learn to read, is really building the community of San Francisco. When you teach someone to read, you open up a whole new world for so many of these individuals. And you've given them a sense of hope, you've given them a sense of pride, you've helped them with their own families, and this is all about how we as a city strengthen ourselves and our community. And I just want to salute Project Read for this wonderful event today. Usually on my Board of Supervisors salary, I would try and make off with that and sell it, but I won't. I'll simply watch with all of you and applaud the great work that Project Read does. Again, for all the people who make Project Read really work, Anna and the staff and the tutors, thank you on behalf of the City and County of San Francisco for the great work. Thank you.
Well, let me acknowledge also today Commissioner Laurenti is here to support this event. As well as Al Bennett from the State Library. And Al Bennett has been critical in making this literacy van happen. He and Bernice Brown, who's the dean of the Southeast Community College. It was actually Dean Brown who said, you know, if you're preparing the Southeast outreach and you're trying to reach people in the community, you should get a literacy van. And as soon as she said it, you know, it was the right thing to do. You know, and he was talking to Al, you know, to convince him, you know, to fund us through Title I. He in turn also spoke to the state librarian, Kevin Starr, and he took the chance for Project Read to be the first program to have a literacy van. So I'm really grateful for the idea and as well as for the support in making this happen. So thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Ellie Shapiro, who's here, for helping us make this event today, and especially in the promotion of it. Now, to the literacy van. You know, it's been very difficult for those of you who come to us because of the television. Some of you might have heard about our program through flyers. It's still, for Project Read, the challenges of inviting people to our program is still difficult. And particularly because we have to rely on different community agencies, different institutions to pass the word for us. And sometimes that translation gets lost. Sometimes we don't reach the people we'd like to reach. And we think that the outreach vehicle, like the literacy van, is going to make a difference. So let me tell you a little bit about it. What it has inside, it has some closets to hold different materials. It has closets to hold outreach material for Project Read. It has closets to hold materials for different programs that the city offers, as well as different community agencies. It has a helium tank so that we could be outside of a school and give out balloons so that parents would approach us and we could tell them about the Project Read. We have a portable table so that we could be in fairs to give out promotional materials such as magnets, brochures. It has chairs so that we could sit and take a rest while we do that. It has a dolly so we could carry things back and forth, reading materials. We could give out children's books at family literacy events. and we could it has many more potentials. It has potential eventually if we want to check out Project Read materials to do that. It has potential for a lot of different activities. Right now we're planning to do a lot of after school events, even summer school programs. We're doing health fairs. We're doing a lot of things in the community. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Carol, Warren, Leon's back there too, and to unveil the van. So. And it has a lift gate at the end, so nobody could hurt their back. And if you get a chance to see the other side, it's a whole panel, so it's a lot more impact.